Alright, here's one of those junky Chinese POS integrated brake lights. I've had the clear, I've had the tinted, I've had the ones that just go off to one side. I'm at 76,456 miles. This is what my tail light looks like. This one has been on the bike just over 2 months, less than 1,000 miles. So this is what I get. I have no driving light. I'm lacking this whole quadrant right here. I have no right turn signal. But I do have left turn signal. So you all decide. You decide if you're going to put this piece of junk on your motorcycle. I'm not. I'm going to go back to an OEM taillight, and then I'm going to drop a couple of regular turn signals into the this little mesh right here. So I've been playing with it today. I've got some super bright bulbs in these turn signals. I'm not sure where I got these turn signals from. They just happen to be in my toolbox in one of my drawers. So I've already cut the stock off of this one, and I'll make some kind of mounting bracket inside the seat cowl, somewhere in here. This mesh, I don't know how yours is on the bike. The mesh on mine fell out after about 30,000 miles. So this is actually metal. The original's plastic. So this is metal, and it's just JB welded in there. So I will probably take some JB weld and mold me a bracket somewhere in here on both sides, and I will probably take like a zip tie or something to hold the turn signal up against that mesh. Because it's not really my goal for people to see a turn signal. I don't normally use a turn signal when I'm riding. It's more or less to pass the North Carolina state inspection. So stay tuned. This video is going to keep going. I'm going to edit it, but don't buy these Chinese junk. So throughout my build, I'm going to go ahead and I'll shoot video and show you kind of what I've done. But as I do it, I'm not going to go step by step. I'm not going to show you how to take the seat cowl off. You already know how to do that. But yeah, all I can say is stay away from the Chinese junk. Nothing good comes from China. Alright, so I got the bike torn down. I've got the crappy Chinese taillight out. If you watch my video from September of 2025, you'll see that there are, I don't even know what to really call them. It's like a voltage regulator diode, but they look like two little white blocks that are inside this housing. So at least one, if not two of them, have fallen off that circuit board. You'd think China would use some glue, but I guess they don't have glue in China. But there's the tail light out. There's my tail section sitting on the workbench. I told you that I have JB weld holding the mesh in, so I'm probably just going to JB weld probably a washer here and a washer there, and when I put the turn signal in, I'll just zip tie it into place between those two washers. I may need a third one, but there's there's enough room on both sides over here to put the turn signals. And if you've seen other Ducati 848s and 1098s, 1198, you've seen where guys have actually put their turn signals in here. I'm not going to say it's the right way to do it. I think it's the best way to do it, is to have your turn signals in here if your state requires that you have inspections, annual inspections, and you need to show that you have turn signals. I'm just going to straight up tell you, just go ahead and put them here. Don't buy the Chinese crap. Don't waste your money. It's not worth it. All right. Okay, at this point, what I've taken was a washer, and I put some heat shrink through it, if you can see that. And I've glued it to the inside of the seat cowl, and that's pretty solid. And then I'll put another one there and right there, and that'll give me a place to run a zip tie through a washer. So then there'll be 2 halves of the zip tie holding the turn signal into this mesh right here. But the easiest way to do that is shrink wrap, or you probably get a straw and just cut about a 1/2 inch and put it through a washer. That will, when you stick it into the JB weld, it'll actually support that washer and keep it straight up. And then if the shrink wrap gets in your way later on, you can just take a razor or a X-Acto knife and cut the shrink, the heat shrink, and then your zip tie will be there. But the bottom of the heat shrink will still be inside the JB weld, and it'll support your. It'll do a good job of supporting that and keeping those washers solid on your bike. But yeah, that's going to work for me. The next time I turn this video on, the next segment is going to be me showing you these. I might even show you how to drop them in there. I don't know how I can get the camera in there though, but we'll see. Be right back. All right, so we've got our little bracket there now glued in. It still needs to harden the rest of the way. It's only been on the seat cowl now for about an hour, but then I'll tear the painter's tape away, and I'll have a loop there and a loop there, which gives me 2 pieces of the zip tie to hold my turn signal in place. So we have it about the same place on the other side. So it's ugly on the inside of your seat cowl, but you can't see it from the outside. Once that turn signal gets into place, once that's in place, you're not going to be able to see anything. You won't see any wires or nothing. You'll just see the orange from the lens on the turn signal. Hopefully the drivers behind you can see the turn signal. Alright, so this is what the turn signal looks like in place. It's kind of ugly. Ugly! Got our wires hanging out here. Got 2 zip ties. I did use the longer zip ties. But there's 2 zip ties, and I had to put down 3 places to tie the turn signal into place. And I set it so my turn signal is taking up most of the mesh. So if you look at it, my turn signal is pretty good. I have tested it out on the bike. It looks pretty good. I'm still waiting for the U.S. Postal Service to bring me my tail light, and then I can put everything back together. Okay, so we got our tail light in. We've got our turn signals set up. They're about the same on each side. And we're ready to mount it up to the bike. Alright, so this is what it looks like. And I'm going to say that's pretty good. If you can't see those turn signals from behind me, yeah, there's something wrong. And you got to admit, the original OEM Ducati 848, 1098, 1198 taillight really looks good. A lot better than this Chinese junk that I took out of here. So, do not buy one of these off the interwebs. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with how these turned out. I should be able to pass inspection now. Alright, so that's my video. In case y'all are wondering, I did get rid of the ECU hookup that was under the seat. That gives me a little bit more room to put stuff. Anytime that I hook my computer up to this bike, I always use the connection port that's down by the battery, because my reader requires that I connect to the battery also. And then you're saying, why do you have a battery tender dongle underneath the rear seat cowl? Well, I'll tell you why. Because I run a camera, and I have a couple USB ports, and I hook up my camera to this. It's easier to pull the seat cowl off when I stop somewhere and plug my wires into it and charge my camera. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole reason behind that one. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and be safe out there.